Hey new Electra bike owner, today we're going to show you how to install the headlight front fender on your Townie EQ. Before we begin, make sure you have these tools handy for the installation. A 4 and 5mm hex wrench, an 8mm and 10mm box wrench, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a torque wrench. Once you have these tools, then let's get to it. Start off by making sure all the parts are out of the box. All the hardware you'll need for this installation will be included when unboxing the bike and parts. We'll be installing the Fender strut to the fender using the Fender strut bolt, the fork crown bolt, and these two lower fender bolts. First, install the Fender strut with the 4mm hex wrench and the 8mm box wrench using the strut bolt, washer, and nut, tightening with a torque wrench to 4 Nm. Keep in mind the order of hardware installed should go nut, washer, then bolt. We will now attach the fender and the headlight to the bike. Using the fork crown bolt, pass it through the headlight, and then use a curved washer with the curved side facing the fork crown. Pass that through the fork crown hole, and then use another curved washer on the back side, and then the fender tab, and then place the thin washer and 10mm nut on the back of the fork crown. And a 5mm Allen wrench and the 10mm box wrench can tighten it all up to about 5 Nm. We will now attach the lower fender stays to the fork using the 4mm Allen bolts and a 4mm Allen wrench. Tighten to 4 Nm. We will now connect the light cables. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen the upper Phillips head screw on the light and tilt the light forward. It'll be easier to work with that way. Then take the two connectors that come out of the frame and attach them to the rear of the light on the two posts that are exposed. Orientation does not matter. Make sure that the connection is solid, and then readjust the light and tighten down the Phillips head screw there to make sure that it's secure. Next, insert the front wheel into the fork and tighten the quick release skewer to the proper specifications. The bike's hub is directional, so the Dynamo light tab should be on the right side of the wheel. The nut should be tightened enough that you need to wrap your fingers around the fork to close the lever. The motion should have some resistance when it's about halfway closed. If the lever moves too easily, tighten the nut and try closing the lever again. The lever should leave a clear imprint on your palm, and the fastener should emboss the surface of the fork slot. Be sure to install the tire in the correct direction where indicated on the sidewall. Wheels equipped with the QR or quick release skewer can easily be removed from the bike without using tools by opening and closing the cam lever, which makes taking the wheel on and off easier than wheels with solid axles and nuts. We're going to be attaching the Dynamo connector to the hub. Make sure that the orientation with the flat part facing the hub and the curved part facing out. When it connects, you will hear a click. Reattaching the front brake. You want to pull on the brake cable housing and it will expose the wire. The wire will fit in the slot on the receiving end. Make sure that it seats properly, replace the cover, and give the brake lever a squeeze to center the brakes. Testing the lighting system. Lift the front of the bike off the ground and give the wheel a spin. It should activate the light. If the light does not come on, check your connections and also check to make sure that the on-off switch on top of the light is depressed. You're ready to ride your bike.